Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So this has got to be one of the most infuriating videos that I have made in a long time. You know, California politicians and those with influence are held to a different standard. And it looks like one California politician is going to get that special treatment where gun control applies to you and you're going to be held accountable for it, but it does not apply to him. And now we have the proof. So let's go ahead and talk about what's going on. Real quick before we get started, I noticed that more than 50% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed. If you have a quick second, hit that subscribe button. It's free, that little bell notification. I do about 5 or 6 videos a week on Second Amendment topics. We do reviews, and we really have a good time on this channel, and I try and inform you about everything that's going on across the country. So if you want to see more of this content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Let's get to it. So you guys might remember that I made a video late last week talking about San Diego County Supervisor Democrat Nathan Fletcher. Now, Nathan Fletcher was also a guy who was running for California State Senate until he dropped out because of his mental stability. He wasn't able to continue on with the race. He said that he was having problems, including PTSD. But what's interesting is he was simultaneously being accused of sexual assault and other pretty serious crimes in court. So he had a lot of things going on. Well, in response to that, in order to keep things on a fair playing ground and keep things level, since he was one of the people that, pushed and promoted red flag laws, San Diego County gun owners sent a letter out basically requesting those things. They requested to have his CCW removed, like is what would happen to any other normal person who admitted that they were having mental issues and that they were, facing serious crimes in court, and they also filed for a GVRO, or asked for a GVRO, which is a gun violence restraining order, also known as a red flag. And so they went ahead and they sent that out to San Diego County officials. And so we were kind of all waiting to see what would happen, right? Are there two different playing fields? Because the level to get red flagged in California, even in San Diego, is so low that really just about anything could get you red flagged. I mean, there's some very low bars to get a red flag placed against you in that state. So it doesn't really take much. This, where he has an actual crime that's, in court, and he's also admitted that he's not mentally stable, those two things should, have this guy fall under the same laws as everybody else. So we were waiting to see what the, county would say and what they were going to do. Well, we finally got our answer. And the answer to that was no. They're not going to move forward with a GVRO or a red flag, and they're not going to have his CCW revoked. They're not going to do those things because, well, one, he has a D next to his name. Two, he's got a little bit of influence and people know him. But they also say that they don't want to stigmatize mental illness by doing that to somebody. Well, here's the thing. They have no problem stigmatizing for everybody else across the state. If you just show some sign of mental illness or instability, I mean, you could have your roommate or your mom or the school crossing guard could be somebody who can get a GVRO against you. And they're more than happy to red flag those people. But again, this guy's got a D next to his name. He's got some influence, and he's somebody who, is kind of out there in the spotlight right now, and he's not held to the same standards that you are. So you leave him alone because this guy right here, he's special. Again, he's got a D next to his name, so not the same. So in response to the fact that they're not going to continue on with the GVRO or take away his CCW, San Diego County gun owners, who are the one that brought this forward in the first place, just to prove that there is unequal treatment and to also say that, hey, if you're going to pass these laws, you got to live under them as well, wrote a letter, and I want to read you guys this letter because it's very eye-opening and it's definitely worth listening to. So let's check it out. Now, I love the title of this. It says, GVROs, give everyone the Nathan Fletcher treatment. The letter below was sent to San Diego City Attorney Mara Elliott on April 7th, 2023 in response to the SDCGO's request to file a GVRO on Nathan Fletcher. So April 7th, 2023, this was San Diego County gun owners' response. It says, City Attorney Elliott, thank you for your response to my letter of April 5th, 2023. Predictably, your office will not petition for a GVRO against Nathan Fletcher, despite the sexual assault allegations against him, as spelled out in court documents and reported by every major news agency in San Diego. You have been public about how aggressive your office is when petitioning for GVROs in similar situations, especially when GVRO isn't even required to remove firearms. You have pursued GVROs in hundreds of cases cases in which there was little more than an accusation of bad behavior, let alone an alleged victim of a violent crime. Your office has issued a GVRO for a Facebook meme that offended your coworker. Your office has issued GVROs against a roommate who is having a financial dispute. Your office has issued GVROs against a woman who caught her husband cheating while taking the word of the angry husband and then refused to drop the case after the husband admitted that he made up the accusations. What makes Nathan Fletcher's case different? Why won't you take Fletcher's gun so he has to, like these other cases, spend thousands of dollars to go to court and clear his name simply because someone accused him? There is an actual alleged violent crime against someone, which makes it a much more serious situation than most of your GVROs. The big difference in this case is Fletcher appears to be getting special treatment because of his stature as a prominent elected official. In your letter, you say you don't want to petition for a GVRO because you don't want to stigmatize people seeking help for PTSD and alcoholism, making no mention of any concern or compassion for Fletcher's alleged victim. Does your office have a complete list of laws people can break and then avoid any related consequences by claiming PTSD or alcoholism? If so, can you please provide me? I knew before I wrote my initial letter that you would not pursue a GVRO in this case. Your confirmation that I was right is proof that GVROs are dangerously subjective and applied conspicuously. I can only assume that you are choosing not to pursue a GVRO because of how damaging it would be to your ally Fletcher's personal and professional life. San Diego County gun owners are asking everyone to be afforded the Nathan Fletcher treatment from now on. Don't spare your friends from GVROs, spare everyone. If someone is breaking the law enforcement already has the ability to take firearms away. If someone is not breaking the law, why are they taking away their firearms? To be clear, we continue to vehemently oppose the use of GVROs, even in Fletcher's case. However, subsequently, in issuance of GVROs, the lack of protections for gun owners who are being falsely accused and your political bias and extremes in these cases make GVROs dangerous to the people of San Diego. My initial letter to you and your predictable response was a successful exercise in proving that the use of GVROs as bad public policy and how easily that policy can be abused by your office. Prove to everyone that your political friends are more important than the rest of your constituents. Prove that you oppose unequal application of the law by discounting your aggressive campaign to overuse GVROs. Sincerely, Michael Schwartz, San Diego County Gun Owners PAC. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that was a pretty powerful letter. He didn't just write that letter based off of emotion. There was some facts in there and some instances of GVROs being used for people who had just mild accusations. Nothing really major happened at all. But here you have a prominent politician who has major allegations against him, has come out about his mental fitness and so forth, and nothing happens to him. So I think from now on, we should kind of coin that phrase. When it comes to GVROs, how about the Nathan Fletcher treatment? So I want to let you guys know that that's happening. That's what's going on. Unequal application of the law, unfair treatment. You have the laws, okay? You are bound by the laws, and you will be punished by the laws, but not them. Thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. Have a great day.